It is expected to meet with all his council ward. So the information would have gone further.
Okay.
Well, I'm not putting a blame to them, but we are making an appeal.
Yes.
Let them go back. The councillors should meet with their people at the ward level. The ward head should meet with the people at their ward level.
All right.
So that the information will go.
It means, therefore, that you have been having challenges in your efforts to see that you overcome such water supply challenges in the city of Jos. So, what other challenges, Ma, do you think you still have, or what would be your call as to what customers or Plateau people should do to help you overcome all of these challenges in a few minutes?
All right. Appealing to the general public to avail information. We are not going to use it for anything. It's for the purpose of this project, and we assure them that it's not going to be used for any other form of any other thing. So yes, we are begging the general public to be able to avail. They should open up to us to give us the correct information to help us in this exercise. You know, when they usually complain that the government is not serious, water board will not give them water, and so on. You know, there's a change from the way you see we have changed our name from water board, from Plateau State Water Board to just Water Services Corporation, which is, you know,
it means there's a deliberate strategic commitment.
And, yes, we have enumerators scattered all over that are doing this exercise. They are well trained. They have built their capacity, and then please they will always see them in you know, they have their dress code. When they see them, they know they are the ones.
Okay.
They are in blue cap and a reflective jackets with a black bag, with the tag of identity card. Identity,
hang around. It has to be visible.
Yes, it's visible. So they should please avail this information for us to help us in this exercise. And you know, it is so frustrating. Some will even waste your time. They will go in. They will not allow you. You know, and this information is taken through the phone. The questionnaire is in the phone.
Okay.
And the questions come as the answers.
All right.
You know, so when they will insert the answers into the phone, the questionnaire is there. So they should open up and let them please give us the information. That's what I will ask.
Yes, they should give the information. So how are you coping with the issue of falsifying information, data? And sometimes people are so impoverished, so much so that when they see any agents or someone asking how many of you in this house, they feel it's time for some palliatives. And so they want to, just shoot up the number of, people. So is this too some kind of challenge?
Yes, it's a challenge, but that's why we're asking them to please give us a correct information. We usually ask for phone number, and then we take the coordinates of every building. You know, just like I said, those who don't have our services too are very, very important in this exercise, because you might leave that particular house to another place, and that coordinator of that house is there, just like my colleague has said. You know, all these things will be used to ease our billing system and other things. So please, they should give us a correct information.
All right, thank you very much. We have just 2 minutes to go on this segment. Sir, what do you have to talk about Ngwarukuba? We have been receiving call, water issue there.
Ngwarukuba should have water, because the treatment plant that supplied them is functional.
It's still working.
It's at Itobaba. We call it Nabogom filling station.
Okay.
Yes. At the uphill, the old Lamingo Road.
All right.
So, but then their supply is 3 days in a week. That is on Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
Yes. So Ngwarukuba, but anybody living in Ngwarukuba that doesn't have water should contact our office at Gondola.
All right.
Yes. But then you see there is one thing with water distribution. Some people are not customers. They are not connected. They depend on neighborhood. And once that neighbor is probably disconnected for one reason or the other, they begin to complain that they don't have water at their location.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I feel this is a very big problem where people depend, like those who are into music, singing, ministry. We used to have this, they say CD. Once you have your music, you burn it on a CD.
Yeah.
And then your neighbor will just go and buy. And then everybody in the neighborhood will refuse to buy because my neighbor has the CD. And so I can just go and borrow to play it and watch it at home. And so you also are battling with this challenge. Thank you so much for being here. We'll just go on a short break, and when we come back, we continue. Our viewer and our listener, it's very good in the studio today, especially because I know you are out there listening and getting to follow up on these conversations. We'll be going on a short break. We'll be coming back, and when we come back, it's going to be all of your time for questions and answers. Do stay tuned.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you...
I'm so glad to have you back on today's edition of Unity Trend. Don't forget, Beatrice Adamuize remains my name, the anchor of Unity Trend this morning, and today is Monday the 27th in the month of November 2023, and we've been talking water issues in the city of Jos and of course its environs. And so I have in the studio Mrs. Grace Cholom, our customer care manager, and she's seated to my left, and to my right I have Mr. Nangor Ndam, a publicity protocol manager. And now it's time for you to begin to call and make your own inputs. Is it question, whatever it is that you want, and you just call and let us know. 07032353315. I'll call the line again, but later on. But before I let you begin to call, let's just have to ask the lady, only lady in the house, Mrs. Grace, a customer care manager, to tell us concerning this enumerations, area of coverage. You just give it to us maybe in a minute or two and say, let's get to know about it.
All right. We have 7 zones in Just Water Services Corporation, where this exercise has been going on. Okay. This is this 8th week. We started this last month.
Okay.
And we have Bukuru Zone, we have Zarmaganda, Kufang, Laminga, and Just Central. We have Just Central. And right now we have done Bukuru down to Kufang.
Okay.
You know, but Just Central is pending. Right now they are it's ongoing, so they will go around Just Central, most especially Recourse, Recourse 2, and then Nasarawa Gom is pending too. We have Angon Rogo is still pending. So we are still appealing to those areas to please avail information for us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Before we begin to pick your calls and read your comments on our social media platforms, if you want to do that, you want to watch this live, just go Unity FM TV for YouTube, and then you go Unity Radio FM/TV for Facebook. And for SMS 0808-478-9999. And for the studio line live, just call 07032353315. How safe, Mr. Nango, how safe it is? You know, we have tankers who supply water.
How safe?
How safe it is that there are those who supply waters to communities. Are you into regulating these waters and how safe it is that people get to consume this water?
The use of tanker operation in water distribution cannot be ruled out.
Okay.
Because they are helping us to reach where we cannot reach. Take, for example, a new hotel probably came up behind at the outstretch of the town where there are no pipelines. And the major raw material to a hotel, you know, is water. So that hotel cannot die down because there is no pipe network there. They will use tanker operation. The question you ask, how safe is it, is very important. Because some of them, if their activities are not checked, they will be fetching water from the pond and treated water and will take it to their customers in the name of treated water. So what we do is that we have periodically announced that any water taken to a customer should demand for the way bill. Because if you are taking it out from our treatment plant, there is a way bill given to you to deliver it to the customer, indicating or signifying that this water is from Plateau State Water, but a treated water, Just Water Services Corporation.
Okay.
Right. So that is how we check them.
All right.
We ensure that there should be a way bill covering it. We ensure at a certain period of time we make announcement for customers also to be checking them by demanding for that way bill.
Okay, for the safety of the people. Now it's time for you to begin to call. Remember, comments made on these platforms and not in any way the position of Unity 93.3 FM. And of course, if you call, just tell me your name and your locations and you go on in 1 minute. Let's hear what you have. And again, stick to the rules. Defamatory or statements will not be tolerated in here, or even you confront or name calling. You don't need to confront anyone, our guest, or even any staff of Unity 93.3 FM. And so let me begin to read already some of the comments that we have on Facebook. SMS. This one is saying, good morning, presenter. I'm from Angwan Soya, behind the Gadabu Motor Park. I'm sending this message in the respect of water supply in my street in Angwan Soya, because I can remember that it was only 3 times this year that they brought water for us. Now we are suffering. We don't have water. We are buying water. It's good to know. Your answer will come in later on. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that. The number to join is 07032353315. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you. Your name and location, please.
Thank you very much. My name is
Sadiq, go on in a minute, please.
Yes. I would like to comment again. Very, very well.
Okay.
We have responded much more about this water issue. You see, according to the statement, it's very, very kudos to the community government, especially in this present administration, in their effort to see that this water has been to go back to our community. When you see every community has known that this pipeline, most of these pipelines in our community have not been here anymore because of the kind of vandalizations that have been taken for a very, very long time. And because of the lack of, let's say, the replacement that they have been on the pipelines, that's why some communities are getting this water. But one thing I want to ask you is that there is kind of people that are working, that have abused the community, you see that they will personalize on their own, they will now connect water on their own, and they are not government officials. And no matter how people in the community, you see that the government will arrest them, but in a few weeks they will be back in the community and constitute of the Royalist Act. So what are the government doing in terms of this kind of people? Because I've experienced one during like the British area, the kind of long express, the kind of water that is being there.
Thank you.
But you see, this kind of people will connect this water to the people community, and the people will be drinking it and they'll be using it, which is not it's supposed to be. So what are the government doing in terms of awareness and in terms of protection?
Thank you very much, Sadiq Umar.
That is one thing I wanted to ask. And lastly,
please, your time.
That likely to have water in their community on their own. You extent that this is like a type of problem. What are government doing?
All right, thank you.
Collaborate with this type of community to make sure that water has reached their community.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Sadiq Umar, we truly apologize. You're making very important submissions there. And it's just because the time is not really on our side, and other people, would also want to air theirs. And otherwise, we would love to have you all through, Mr. Sadiq Umar. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, thank you very much. I want to believe that people are calling as far away, other states and even from outside Nigeria. If you are calling, of course, the network will not be as those who will be calling within JOS. And so if you are watching from any part of the country, far away from Plateau, you don't need to monitor the sound from your TV set. You just have to do that through the phone, please, so that we'll be able to get you clearly. You don't need to monitor the sound via your TV set if you're watching from a faraway Plateau State, Nigeria. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right. This is what we experience when people are calling from very far. Yes, again, I would also need to apologize because my attention has been called to the fact that we have experienced some network instability earlier on, and so we apologize. It's not our making, and so you may want to continue trying us on 07032353315. Your name, location, and in a minute, let's have what you have. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Your name?
Morning.
Thank you. Your name?
Morning.
Thank you. Your name and location, please.
I'm from Plateau City, local government.
Oh, it's good to have you from Katsina.
From Katsina?
Hello?
Yes. Let's have you in a minute. You're welcome. All right. Yes, he was calling from Katsina, if I got that well. You know, people are calling from even outside Nigeria. If you are watching, following from outside Nigeria or very far from Plateau, please do well not to monitor the sound even from the TV set. Just get to stick to your phone, and then from there we can get it more clearly. And thank you so much. 070323533315. And we're still experiencing some network issue. That notwithstanding, we will continue to read that which we're able to have. This one is saying, morning, Mr. Kobe, Mr. Doro, and the guest in the studio. We hope to see the Public Commission carry out recce survey, put a plan on grounds to oversee water availability, quality in particular areas. Please, what can your guest say about the water board, the along Eto Baba Lamingo axis? God bless Unity FM, Plateau State, Nigeria, and the world at large. This one is coming from Adeumi Bauchi Road. Okay, Adeumi is asking about the say about what along Etobaba Lamingo axis. I want to believe this question will belong to.
He's from Etobaba.
Yes, he want to ask about that.
He's complaining.
No, he's from Bauchi Road. He's from Bauchi Road here, and then he's asking about he wants to know about water board, the along Etobaba Lamingo axis. I think that's his question. It's not that clear, so to say. But then he's asking about.
He wants to know about the water lines there.
Yes.
So if he's living at Bauchi Road, but I don't know, maybe he has a house there. Our line pick up from the treatment plant at the old Raminga Road down to Angwarukuba Junction.
Okay.
But there are network that goes into. It went up to legislative quarters.
Okay.
Yes. And it went to Fudawa.
Okay, we'll pick this. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kobe.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Yeah, PH Bame on the line.
Thank you very much, Professor PH Bame. So,
yes.
What do we have this morning?
Your guests have spoken very well, and they're doing a wonderful and a fantastic job.
Okay.
I hope they know that the university community doesn't have water.
Okay.
Both at the permanent site and the Bauchi Road campus. The senior staff quarters also. There's usually a problem of water around this period.
Okay.
But one of the things I think the water board, the water distribution company should start thinking of doing is can we think of having metered water systems where people really pay for the water service they receive? Because you need to generate good income to be able to provide good services for the public. Because I think people use a lot of this water and they are not adequately paying for the water. So let's have a system where people pay for this service so that the service can be effectively sustained, like in other clients. By the time enough revenue generated through the water system service to the community, then we'll be able to modernize the water system more and more. Because sometimes I pass through some communities now, the water is just flowing and it's wasted. So maybe the pipe has a problem, a broken pipe. Nobody bothers to report. So as one neighbor has the water, everybody comes there and gets the water. Are they adequately paying for that service? I don't think so. Because it was meant for one person and 50 people are using it. And only one person maybe is paying, if they even pay effectively. So I think this is an area that the water board should look at very, very well, so that we can modernize our water system and make it more and more effective and efficient.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guests have spoken well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think on Professor P.H. Bamayi, we may not be able to pick any more calls. This is to allow our guests in the studio to be able to respond to some of what we have received so far. It's quite unfortunate we cannot access our Facebook to read your comments. I truly apologize. It's been said, ladies first, and even on today's edition of Unity Unity Trend, ladies first. Let's begin with you.
Yeah.
So, response.
Yes, I want to respond to what Sadiq has said. A community is responsible for reporting issues related to water.
Okay.
Sometimes you find out that they have a pipe burst and they have issues related to water. They should report to us. We have a hotline which they can call to report issues related to water. And this reform is targeting rehabilitation.
Okay.
Yes, and extension of water.
Okay.
So very soon, by the grace of God, everything will be okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Nango, you'll be talking about the need for water supply, University of Jos too, and every other thing that we have. So,
the person who contributed, let me appreciate him.
Thank you.
But I must confess, for University of Jos, permanent size senior staff quarters, their lines were removed.
Okay.
Because of building of flyover bridge. That was last year. But the issue that it took so long before that line was fixed because of the contractor. The issue was that the contractor will demarcate the line. This is where the road is. This is where the gutter is. Then water board will lay the pipe.
Okay.
But then, after the pipe were laid, the contractor realigns the road again. That it means he shifted
again.
So it affected the removal of all those pipes and relate again. And that happened about 3 or 4 times. So imagine. I bring a lot of costs, cumbersome in moving things up and down. So it took time that before we conclude. And things with engineering this thing. You see, once you finish the new things will happen. So the line pull up again, we have to fix it and re-anchor it.
Okay.
So that's why it took time. But now they are pumping water to the tank that they will release and they will get water.
So that's good news.
Pardon?
That is good news.
Yeah.
Yes, it's up to 3 feet now.
All right. So, what would be your final word, even as we begin to
My
round up?
final word is about revenue. You see that man who contributed it mentioned about it.
PH, yes.
We have 24,000 customers in our register.
Yes.
If all of them are paying, the least charge we have is 1,800. If all of them are paying 1,800, we are supposed to have over 43 million naira, but we are not even getting 1/3 of that money.
Oh my!
So it's quite unfortunate. Let the customer pay so that we serve them better. And if 6,000 of these customers are probably paying the rate of 3,000, it's another big money again.
Wow!
But it's up to 18 million, but we are not getting it. So I in fact, it's quite devastating when you come to issue of revenue generation. And one pipe burst is costing about 80,000, 170,000. Over 200 pipe bursts are on ground.
Okay.
Where do we get the money and fix them? That is my appeal to them. And I want to appeal also to religious leaders. Let them please help us announce in worship center this issue of customer enumeration, because we had sent letters to them, announcement in churches and mosques. Let them do it again so that it will help us conclude it well.
All right. And let me just read this saying, good morning.